So far this year, almost a dozen people have become victims of cars winding up in the water, people who never got out. It's a sobering thought. Tonight at 6, we showed you how quickly a car fills up once it hits the water. Tonight, you're about to witness what the experience is like firsthand as I take you underwater with me. Watch closely as we show you what to do when every second counts.
It can happen to anyone. Your car suddenly goes off the road into a canal. You panic, reach for the door, a window. Neither one will open. Your car fills up. One last breath. It could very well be your last. Would you know what to do to get out? The fact is, most of us have no idea how to get out of a situation like this. Add panic to the mix and you have a recipe for disaster. That's why we came here, to demonstrate in a controlled situation the key steps which could save your life.
You got to think well in advance, and that's the problem that most people have. They don't think it'll ever happen to them until it finally does, and then they start to panic. That's when the panic sets in.
If you see it looks like a panic situation in there, don't hesitate. Just go ahead and move in there.
Before we begin, we get a safety briefing from Palm Beach County Fire Rescue's Special Operations Unit. Then I'm ready to see what the experience is like firsthand. Using a junk car, environmentally prepared for our use, and a crane from Koff's Towing, I'm lowered into the water. Now, this is my first time going in without an air mask. And let me tell you, nothing could prepare me for what's about to happen next.
It's touching water, the front end's going down.
As you can see, the car sinks, front end first. Water starts coming in from the floorboard. My electric windows don't work. So I have to wait for the water on the inside to equalize with the water outside in order to get my door open. Waiting is the hard part.
And there he goes. That's when most people start to panic, right about there.
My air pocket fills up quickly, too quickly. And before I know it, I'm underwater and I run out of air.
Oh, we got a problem.
I reach for my mouthpiece, which is right next to me. Once I start breathing again, I'm able to calm down. Then I push the door open, but realize I still have my seatbelt on, so I release it.
He's getting out now.
And swim to the top.
If you saw some panic on my face, it was because I was a little bit apprehensive. Even in this controlled situation, I knew where everything was, the seatbelt, the door handle, the window. But when the water finally came over my head, I couldn't find the door handle.
You have to have a game plan as far as what you're going to do when it does go in the water and stick to it. Try to remain calm as hard as that might be and try to stick to your game plan.
Rather than tell you what that game plan should be, we'll show you.
All right, Lieutenant Chuck Lupo from Palm Beach County Fire Rescue and I are now in the car. The water is starting to come in. The sun has already gone down. We're lit up as we're doing this underwater to kind of give you an idea of what the situation would be like if, God forbid, you ever find yourself in this situation. It is kind of unnerving, even with these audio masks on that Chuck and I are wearing so that we can talk to each other and talk to you. So, Chuck, the car's almost filled with water. What do we do?
Well, the first thing you want to do is to remain calm. That's probably the hardest thing to do, is to remain calm. The second most important thing is to release your seatbelt. Most people forget to release their seatbelt when they're trying to get out. You would either try the door, which in our case, it would be equalized, it would be easy to open the door. Or you could take the window, try to operate it. Electric windows do not work underwater. If you had the roll down windows, you could try that.
What about the fallacy of trying to kick out a window? Is that possible or not?
No, you would not be able to kick out a window. The modern windows, especially the front windshields, are designed in a way that they're glued in and they would not be able to come out.
The car right now is starting to tip over a little bit. We are almost at a 90-degree angle right now. When you're in this situation for real, you just have a few seconds to make decisions.
Exactly. Exactly.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. The way you could figure it out is you're going to take your last breath, and you've got approximately 30 seconds to react and get out.
Okay, as we're still down here, we've turned off the lights to show you just how dark it really is. The sun is almost set. You can just barely see some light of the water. I can't see my hand in front of my face. It's that dark down here. This is freaky.
Yeah.
Let's bottom line this for everyone right now.
Bottom line, remain calm. Undo your seatbelt. Roll down your window. Try the door if possible, and get out.
Okay, they can pull us up now.
Day 2.
I'm not looking forward to the next one, though. That's going to be without anything.
My turn to see if I can put all of this practical advice to the test, this time without having to stop for air, just as I would have to do in a real-life situation.
For our purposes here right now, this car does not have roll-down windows, so my avenue of escape will be opening the door. Remembering, too, that you have your seat belts on. You've got to take that off, otherwise you're never going to get out.
Once again, the water fills up quickly. I try the door, pushing as hard as I can, but it doesn't open. The car's not equalized yet, so I have to wait. It takes forever. Right about this point, as my air pocket goes in less than 30 seconds, I feel myself start to panic. I take a deep breath and fight to stay calm, but I've got to move quickly. I remember to take off my seatbelt, then reach for the door handle. One strong push, relief. The door opens, and I'm out.
He's okay. He's calm.
Even under these controlled conditions, it's still frightening. It's like being on another world under there. You have really no control over yourself, but you got to keep calm, keep your head.
Difficult to do, even when you're ready for the worst. But remaining calm and sticking to your game plan could be your only hope of getting out alive when every second counts.
So your game plan should be to get out through the window if it rolls down, or get out the door. But what if you can't get the windows down? What if they're electric, or you can't get the door open? Then what? Tomorrow at 6, again with the help of Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, Coffs Towing, and Custom Trucks and Cars, we're going to show you how valuable one certain tool can be to help you get out.
I tell you, Jim, that's an impressive piece, and you are a trooper. I don't know that I could have done that. It just frightens me to sit here on dry land and watch you do that.
It's claustrophobic.
You have to wait till the car pressurizes to be able to kick the door up, but it will kick out. That's the important thing.
Open, right.
And it's scary because you have to wait that time. Now, here's another question of a parent like I am with 2 small children in the back seat. What do you do about that if you have kids?
Good question, and that probably makes for a more nightmarish situation. But tomorrow night we're going to demonstrate the best way to get your child out when every second counts. That's tomorrow, both at 6 and 11.